Being an entrepreneur is a journey, just like life itself, full of ups and downs, highs and lows. The only thing constant is change and speed bumps, lots of them. The best thing you can do as an entrepreneur is to keep learning, keep reinventing, keep your eye on the target. And if you want a real competitive edge, embrace the low points, because hidden in the dark times are the opportunities for learning, for growth, for transformation. The key to success is to develop the mindset to overcome the lows, so that you not only survive, but thrive. My name is Kim Hui. I started Impact Entrepreneur about 2 decades ago. I coach like-minded individuals on team building and leadership skills. I was born in China and raised in Hong Kong. When I was a teenager, my family moved to America as immigrants. We were a typical immigrant story. Working class, older parent who didn't speak English, with 4 hungry girls to feed. I remember our family of 6 landed in LAX with 12 suitcases to start a new life. There were a lot of clothes, but not much of anything else. The first couple of years were very challenging. Going through high school, not knowing the customs, and not speaking English was really tough on us as kids. But for our middle-aged parents, it was even more difficult. They worked very hard to provide for us, but always with a smile. One day, I asked my mom why she brought us to America. Mom said that she brought us to America with one purpose. She wanted all her daughters to go to college and have a good education. You see, growing up in Vietnam, my mom never had the opportunity to get a formal education. But she's very well-read, all self-taught. My mom reads constantly. On her only day off, she would make us go to the library with her to help carry the stack of books home for her week's reading. To my mom, education is essential. That's why she brought us here to America, to have the opportunity to go further in life. She was determined to give us the opportunity that she never had as a kid. She and my dad were willing to do whatever it took. That was the first time I discovered the power of purpose. That sense of meaning, that's how I kickstarted that journey of entrepreneurship 20 years ago. Purpose brings meaning. Purpose brings drive. Purpose is why we do things. It gives us willpower. And as I work with entrepreneurs around the world, I find the sense of purpose resonating with all of us, regardless of age, race, gender, culture, or profession. To succeed as an entrepreneur, you gotta find your purpose. You gotta find what drives you. For that is the foundation in which you develop a winning mindset. Purpose is what helps you develop the drive. It's what fuels you every day to pursue your dreams. After college, I spent a few years working as an accountant in corporate America. Life was comfortable, easy, steady. Then unexpectedly, I lost my job during a round of corporate downsizing. And at the same time, my personal life fell apart. I thought to myself, I hit rock bottom before I even got a real start. I had just turned 30. I needed a new direction to turn things around. I wanted to take control of my own destiny. And I told myself this, I would never be fired again. And most importantly, whatever my next thing was, it had to fulfill my purpose in life. Truth be told, it was easier said than done because deep down inside, I was lost, I was struggling, and I was spinning, and I needed to find myself. I did a lot of soul searching, trying to find my meaning in life. By chance, I was introduced to a network marketing group one day, and I fell in love with the business concept. The direct consumer to consumer, or the C2C model, struck me as a very efficient way to distribute. So I dove in. It was very challenging in the first few years. There were a lot of self-inflicted pain and suffering. First of all, my family was dead set against direct marketing from the get-go. My sister used to call me every day to ask me if I had quit. Those were the toughest times. There were internal pressures set off by self-doubt. And externally, there were a lot of rejections. It was relentless. I remember things got really tough financially at one point. To pay the bills, I took a telemarketing job to supplement my income. I was selling vanity 800 numbers. Remember those? 1-800-DENTIST, for example. At nights and on weekends, I would attend meetings to learn this business. Now, I was trained as an accountant. What do I know about sales? Nada. Smile and dial, that's what I had to do. And by doing that, I was able to land a huge account for the company. That experience boosted my self-confidence. It changed me. It gave me a new outlook on things. I realized that my limits were self-imposed. To overcome my own mental barriers, I had to develop a new way of thinking. I learned to push myself, to stretch my own boundaries. Reflecting on this now, I was reprogramming my own mind. This is when I started to accept that hardship is a given. Suffering is part of the journey. There are difficulties no matter what we do, be it in work, be it relationship. Looking back, those challenges represented my training ground. It was my mental gym, where I worked out my mind, built a new mindset. During that process, I rediscovered my purpose. It was simple then. I wanted to build a successful business to make my parents proud, to make all their sacrifices worth it. Nietzsche's quote sums it up best. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Having gone through those difficult parts of the journey, I now look at challenges very differently. The hard times make us reflect, make us learn and pivot, so that we gather ourselves and reinvent. This is the time we acquire the mental strength, develop resilience, hone our skill sets to survive, to overcome, and ultimately to transform. This is an exciting chapter for me as an entrepreneur, to be fortunate enough to work with amazing individuals on a global basis, to build strong leaders from different cultures and ethnicity, so that together as a community, we create a bigger social impact. And here's what I found the most rewarding. I get to play a role in other people's journey. I get to witness their transformation. There's nothing more fulfilling than that. Ultimately, it's about winning as a team. It's about being a part of something bigger than yourself. It's deeply gratifying to experience the positive change in other people's lives through the work we do as a community. It feels like we belong in this big, extended global family. It reminded me of what my parents did for us. This is my way of thanking them, to pay it forward. Change creates change. This is the mission for Impact Entrepreneur. The whole rise of global connectivity, thanks to the internet and smartphones and social media, and how companies change how we communicate, they change how we live, they change how we do business. This fascinates me. Technology transforms lives. It also transforms businesses. Our world has become more efficient through technology. This global connectivity allows us to build personal relationships from all over. At the end of the day, people are our biggest assets. Relationships are what really matter. People matter. Looking ahead, I think we will see more and more brands that will embrace a direct marketing model of distribution. It is simply more efficient. This C2C model is similar to the sharing economy that is thriving today. Look at Airbnb, Uber, Lyft. They are all employing the user-to-user business model. So with great products come happy, loyal customers. Combining that with a powerful global e-commerce platform, entrepreneurs can build solid businesses from anywhere in the world. As technology becomes more advanced, the question becomes, how do we effectively leverage technology to create more impact, to unlock deeper human potential? I want to help those who aspire to do more, to change their lives for the better. I want to help those entrepreneurs who are determined to succeed. This is why I spend most of my time now on coaching and sharing my story. The world is always changing. As entrepreneurs, the path to success is to equip yourself through constant learning, keep reinventing, find your purpose. Believe in the journey. Only by walking the path can we discover the possibilities along the way, because we are often limited by our own minds and by what our eyes are capable of seeing. And if your success can benefit other people, then you've got the drive, the meaning to keep you moving forward, even through the toughest times. And with this driving force, you will be unstoppable.